The so-called vaping epidemic, the war on drugs, and whistleblowers. All this and more on today's episode of the show. Stay tuned! Hey everyone, welcome to the show, and today we are going to talk about vaping. Now, why are we talking about vaping? Well, vaping is a big thing lately. A lot of people want to ban it. Other people want to only ban certain parts of it. And most of us want it to exist because it's a safer, much safer, much cleaner alternative to smoking. Right? There are thousands and thousands of chemicals in cigarettes that there aren't in vapes. Your vape has an average of 3 to up to maybe 10 ingredients. Your cigarette has tar, it has ammonia, it has a whole bunch of disgusting, terrible chemicals in it. And smoking, that is, the act of lighting something on fire, putting it in your mouth, inhaling smoke is much worse for your lungs than inhaling water vapor. So there are so many benefits to vaping when it comes to it as an alternative to cigarettes. I can understand why you oppose vaping, but where I draw the line is for those of you who want to ban it. I've already established the fact that vaping is a much safer, much cleaner alternative to smoking that has already saved thousands, if not millions of lives, even in America alone. Because approximately 4.5 million of the people in the United States vape out of the 300 million person population. So the chances are at least one person, if not more than that, who vapes, many of whom on a regular basis. I know of a lot of baby boomers who used to smoke, who have been smoking for decades, and who stopped smoking thanks to vape, because nicotine patches, nicotine gum, these things aren't as appealing, they aren't as strong, they don't work as well as vape. So, vape is a safe and clean alternative to smoking. That being said, it's not... I'm not saying it's good for you. Vape is obviously not good for you. It's just as bad for you. Well, not necessarily just as bad for you, but it is bad for you. Obviously, it isn't good for you to inhale nicotine tobacco and to get a high off of it, right? But I still don't think it should be banned. For a few reasons. The number one reason is because it's a safe and clean alternative to cigarettes. So by banning flavored vape products, all you're going to do is turn people back to the dirtier, much more dangerous, lung cancer causing cigarettes. Even worse, the FDA is funding a campaign that you see all over ads. I see them on YouTube, I see them on Hulu, I see them on live TV on those rare occasions that I watch, like for the Super Bowl and freaking New Year's Eve and things like that. So the ads are everywhere, and they're funded by the FDA. So at the end of the day, I think the FDA's ultimate goal is to get these things banned. And Donald J. Trump is doing that as we speak. A man who was supposed to be the most libertarian president ever, so say the Hoppian idiots, is banning flavored e-cigarettes, is proposing raising the age to buy... Oh wait, the age was already raised. It is now illegal to purchase tobacco of any sort if you're under the age of 21. Soon enough, it'll be illegal for you to buy any kind of firearm if you're under the age of 21 too. Because Donald Trump loves his daddy state. The war on drugs is continuing, and it's stronger than ever thanks to this modern right wing. There's right? There are a few people out there who somewhat oppose it, like Rand Paul, and some people out there who genuinely oppose it, like, Thomas Massey and Justin Amash. But for the most part, in the Republican Party, they support the war on drugs almost unanimously. I don't. I believe not only should cannabis be legal, fully decriminalized, not only should vape products be fully decriminalized, but all drug substances should be decriminalized, because there's no reason to arrest someone for putting something into their body to have a good time. But Michael, you may ask, what about the addicts? I think that rather than treat them punitively, we should treat drug addicts like, the same way we treat alcoholics and people who are addicted to, people who are addicted to porn, right? We don't need to ban porn because kids are addicted to it. We don't need to ban porn because it's so damn popular and it's bad for your brain. What we need is rehabilitation. We need people to see how bad it is for you, and we need to encourage people to stop. Criminalizing drugs that are currently illicit discourages people from coming out and getting help, because if they get help, they risk going to federal prison for drug possession. So decriminalizing drugs will allow people who are addicted to these substances to get the help they need. It will also make the substances themselves cheaper and safer, because we would know exactly what's in them. So, yeah, that's pretty much my take on the war on drugs. It needs to be ended. We need to abolish all laws on drugs. And if I were president of the United States right now, I would pardon all non-violent drug offenders. That includes, of course, Mr. Ross Ulbricht. Not only would I pardon drug offenders, I would also pardon whistleblowers like Julian Assange, Chelsea Manning, and Edward Snowden, and people like that, because I don't see them as evil, and neither should you. They are exposing secrets that, exposing war crimes to the American people. And you know what's sad? Obama blew the shit out of people and didn't care. Bush blew the shit out of people and didn't care. Trump is blowing the shit out of people, and we have no clue how many people he's blowing the shit out of, because his administration has stopped counting. They got rid of that regulation, and now there is no telling how many people the United States government has killed. We could be drone striking millions of people right now, and we don't know, because the Trump administration stopped counting. They stopped counting how many people we're killing in the Middle East, because we've killed so many. And I'm not just talking about terrorists. We've killed ordinary, innocent civilians, men, women, and children alike. It really is sad. We need to get the hell out of there. We need to get out of the Middle East now. Bring the troops home. If you're going to declare war, go to Congress. And once you do go to war, get in, follow through with your given objective, and then leave. Don't stay there for 20 years, George W. Bush. Thanks. That's my 2 cents on the war on drugs, the war on terror, and whistleblowers. That'll be it for today. Peace.